Hello, babies and ladies. So, basically, all we know is what cage us, the knowledge, the so-called knowledge cages. Why this way? It's not perpendicular, horizontal. Should it be? So that is the mind. You have an idea. Anyway, so even if you remember 5th of November, gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason gunpowder. Baby, you know all the mind constructs. I was talking about something else. But your mind is the trap. The knowledge, I was talking about knowledge. Do you like black? Wow, black is mysterious, beautiful, sexy, yeah? Anyway, so the knowledge basically is the box, the cage. Even these things, holy stories in the holy books. Just do my best to be polite. I have a talent to learn F word. There is a poem in Persian. It is saying, "Bi adab mahroom mand az lutf rab," means the implied is deprived from the kindness of God. من نگویم که چنین که کنون با که نشین و چه بنوش که تو خود بهتر دانی در آن لوز ایراد باش. Anyway, so the knowledge is the cage. You see the stories in the holy books. They are talking about Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Did I say the right names? Right names, right games. Oh, what is beyond this thing? Oh, nothing big. Oh, this is a game. So you see, the God, the guys, Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, they were deceived to have that apple with whatever, and then duality was appeared. In that, I don't know, I don't remember, but conceptually it means that, when you have knowledge, I don't remember the story, but conceptually, then they were kicked out of the heaven because this is knowledge. What is heaven? When there is no knowledge, you are in the heaven, babe. Huh? So, before that, before the knowledge was produced, Adam and Eve were fucking each other in the. Sorry. Ooh. I love you. Whoa. So, these guys, you know, the concepts, the mind, in other words, were not there, therefore knowledge were not there. Mind, oh gosh, no, not mind. Mind is not precise, but I mean even mind, you can say it. But the language, knowledge, because everything is the mind. But if there is no language, then there is no knowledge. Knowledge is language. So when Adam and Eve had that fucking fruit, then the knowledge was implanted in their skull and they were kicked out of the Garden of the Eden. Something like that. It means, baby, your knowledge is your cage. So you know nothing. It means you are in the heaven right now. The only barrier is the knowledge, your knowing. You claim things, you claim to be that, you claim to be this. But in actually, you are nothing, babe. This is not a curse. This is a curse to your ego. That is the shadow in that. The ego. When there is a ego, there is a shadow. What is shadow? Whatever triggers you is your shadow. There is not a universal shadow. Whatever triggers you is shadow. So maybe you are a positive, beautiful girl, you know, kind. Gosh. So then you consider whatever unkind to be bad. Therefore, that generates your shadow, baby, because it triggers you. You are not in the peace with what is. The truth is that we have the shit, and shit is nothing wrong with it. So the knowledge polarize you. Your ideas of how the things should be polarize you. Therefore, all your shadow works happens in the mind. Yeah. So it doesn't mean it doesn't work, of course, because you bring awareness. But it's not because of the shadow, it's because you bring awareness. Your attention is awareness. You bring awareness to your constructs, and the awareness, that alchemize these things, alchemy. Nothing is possible without awareness. What are you, baby? Wow. Oh. For sure, babies are two-sided swords. They can pull you into duality or make you present to be. That's like world, like everything else. Therefore, in a nutshell, knowledge is the cage. Knowledge. And if you question knowledge, we know nothing. They are assumption. You know no shit. Nothing. What is called knowing is assumption. There is awareness. You can be aware of the shit. The universe does not exist, in other words. Analogy. So it means it is similar to this. The universe does not exist, but you can be aware of not of this non-existence construct. That's the language. It means it is a dream, but you can be aware of it, aware of your dream. And there is, if you are aware, then what is there to be aware of it, baby? Gosh, how you can say this, baby? Oh, you know, the awareness cannot be forced. Sometimes we do our best to awaken from the fucking dream, to feel the fucking oneness, to be one with all that is, to be love. But you cannot force it, baby. The awareness cannot be forced. In these are ideas, whatever implanted in you. So there is nothing as love, nothing as oneness, not a thing like that. They are just constructs built up based on assumptions. So when maybe you are experiencing that, and therefore you suppose everybody should experience that, the law of oneness. Ooh, ooh. But that is for you. I don't have shared the same awareness, same consciousness. I am. Ooh. So nothing. In that nothing, it's not about being humble. Humble. Who is humble, baby? Bumble. Being flattered and being humbled are the same. They are duality. Except, you are. You know what I mean? I mean, you are an isness formless. You are not that, I don't mean any concept, but you are a formless, and that is formless nothing. So, the other day, a friend asked me, how are you, Mirage? Said, I am. Because you impose, I'm good, good. How are you? Not bad, not bad. Ooh, I feel fucked up. Ooh. So, there are assumptions. I am. What was that? So, in a nutshell, everything that appear under the here have a level of awareness. There is no NPC. NPC, what is that? Non-player guy. A guy, because at least that is an object. Yeah, it appears to you, but it have a level of awareness. Maybe it doesn't, you know, maybe it doesn't match up to the level it claims or we suppose, but it is still. So nothing is wrong with anything anywhere. Nothing is true too. We have stories that we are pulled in. The stories are the black holes. Yeah. You are my portal to myself. Thank you. I would love to stay here for 1 hour. In the next one.